everybody out there. My name is Roxy Wink Evans, and I was at Camp Nicolet from 1955 till maybe 1961 or 2, I can't remember. And this is my buddy from camp, Ruth Watkins Ackerman, who was at camp around the same time. And she's going to tell you about her memory first, because she still has it.
Yeah, struggling with the memory. I'm visiting Roxy here in Palm Desert, California. I live in Santa Barbara, and we've been lucky enough to rekindle this camp friendship in our adult years. My fondest memories, most vivid memories from camp were about the canoe trips. And there were a couple on the Brule River in particular that made a big impression on me. The first, when little George, who was the handyman at camp, was in the canoe. I was in the bow and he was in the stern. And we were on the river with all the supplies, the food supplies for the trip. And I think I grabbed a branch to avoid being scraped, and it swung the canoe around, which then filled with water, only to find out that George couldn't swim and had those heavy lumberjack boots on. Luckily, the Brule was a very shallow river at that point, so we survived that. And of course, aside from the wonderful Canadian canoe trips, which were just fabulous in the Boundary Waters with our wonderful counselor, Joe, the other vivid memory was as a counselor taking a bunch of kids on the Brule and running into a lightning and thunderstorm and having to get out of the river because, as you know, we were in aluminum canoes, and climbing up the banks of the only accessible place to get out, which was in a lodgepole pine forest, and waiting out that terrific lightning storm, singing with the kids for a couple of hours. So we had our great adventures on those trips, and Joe was a really fantastic counselor. Your turn, Rox.
Okay. My memory from camp, though there are many, Ruthie and I were put in as counselors in charge of a diet table at camp because Mrs. Schrader thought some of the pudgy campers and Ruthie and me should be the counselors at the table. Well, we were always too noisy because we were laughing and being silly, and Mrs. Schrader got tired of coming over and telling us to be quiet. So Ruthie and I said to her, well, we have nothing to do but laugh because we have nothing to eat. My other great memory is more sobering as to Bobby Moog, who taught tennis. She taught me, while teaching me tennis, more about life, her artistic ability, her appreciation of nature, and her appreciation of poetry. I still treasure to this day. So everybody, hope you're doing well out there, and some of you have no clue who we are.
That's right, but maybe you knew my daughter, Dara Ackerman, who loved camp also.
Oh.
And I have a niece who attended. We tried to keep the deal going for a while.
So enjoy the reunion. Hope you approve of this, Georgie.
Yeah, hi, Georgie. Goodbye, Georgie.
Bye, everybody.